Women are told they lack the genius, the discipline, the very soul required for great art. They are relegated to painting flowers and portraits of their children, their talents dismissed as mere hobbies. Now, picture a young woman, barely out of her teens, standing before the most powerful artist in France, Jacques-Louis David. The room is cavernous, smelling of oil, paint, and turpentine. He sees a fire in her eyes, a hand that doesn't tremble. He sees a fire in her eyes, a hand that doesn't tremble. He sees a hunger to create that rivals his own. This young woman, Marie-Guillemine de Laville-Leroux, dares to whisper yes. This is the moment her journey truly begins. A journey that would see her defy an empire and become one of the first and greatest female master painters in history. Marie-Guillemine was born into a world of modest means, but big ideas. Her father, a public official, recognized her prodigious talent early on. While other girls were learning needlepoint, Marie was sketching, her fingers constantly smudged with charcoal. The official recognized her prodigious early on, so they sought out the best. Under Béger Lebrun's guidance, Marie learned the delicate dance of high society portraiture. She wanted to paint history, mythology, the grand narratives reserved exclusively for men. That ambition led her to that fateful meeting in Jacques-Louis David's studio in 1786. Joining David's atelier was like entering the heart of the art world's storm. He was a radical, both in his art and his politics. He demanded rigor, anatomical precision, and a profound understanding of classical ideals. For Marie, this was not just an education, it was a battle. She had to prove herself twice over, working longer hours, studying harder, and enduring the constant skepticism of her male peers. Yet, she thrived. David recognized her as a true artist, not just a woman painter. He treated her as an equal, a revolutionary act in itself. Her early work from this period already showed her immense skill. She exhibited at the Salon de la Correspondance. She's not a muse, she's the creator. It's a powerful statement of identity in an era that tried to render her invisible. Then, the world exploded. The French Revolution tore Paris apart. Aristocrats went to the guillotine, and the old order crumbled. For an artiste, this was a time of immense danger and opportunity. While many of her colleagues fled or fell silent, Marie adapted. Her art began to reflect the new republican ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. She navigated the treacherous political currents, her paintbrush her only compass. In 1791, a momentous event occurred. The Royal Academy was forced to open its prestigious salon to all artists, regardless of gender. For the first time, Marie-Guillemine could exhibit her work on the biggest stage in Europe, and she did not disappoint. Her painting, Psyche bidding her family farewell, was a sensation. It was a classical theme, executed with the technical mastery and emotional depth of a true master. The critics were stunned. A woman had created a history painting that rivaled those of her male contemporaries. She wasn't just good for a woman. She was simply good. But her most groundbreaking, most controversial, and most enduring masterpiece was yet to come. In the year 1800, at the dawn of a new century, she unveiled a painting that would echo through history. Portrait of a black woman. Let's pause and understand the weight of this painting. Slavery had only recently been abolished in the French colonies and would soon be reinstated by Napoleon. The debate over race and freedom was raging. A black woman, her gaze, direct, meets ours. She is not a servant, not a symbol. She is a person. She sits in an armchair, a pose traditionally reserved for the wealthy and powerful. She is bare-chested, an artistic choice that has been debated for centuries. Is it a reference to classical sculpture, a symbol of natural liberty, or an echo of the objectification she sought to challenge? Her expression is complex, a mix of pride, vulnerability, and quiet resilience. It forced the Parisian public to confront the humanity of a person they were conditioned to see as less than human. This painting cemented her fame. It was purchased by the state and showcased her as a leading artist of the Napoleonic era. She began receiving prestigious commissions, including a full-length portrait of Napoleon Bonaparte himself. Her studio flourished, and she took on students of her own, passing on the lessons she had learned from Vigée Lebrun and David. For a brief, shining moment, It seemed she had shattered the glass ceiling completely. She was awarded a gold medal from the Salon and given a government pension, honors reserved for the top artists of the nation. She was, by every definition, a master, but history and society have a cruel way of snapping back. After Napoleon's fall and the restoration of the Bourbon monarchy, the political climate shifted once more. The new regime was conservative, and the brief window of opportunity for women began to close. Her husband, Pierre Vincent Benoist, a count and a statesman, saw his own political career rise. And with his ascent came pressure. A countess, a minister's wife, simply could not be a professional painter. It was deemed unseemly, improper. In 1814, at the very height of her career, after nearly 3 decades of fighting for her place, Marie-Guillemine Benoist was forced to put down her brushes. She had created masterpieces that challenged the conscience of a nation. She had trained a new generation of artists, and she had proven that genius knows no gender. And then she was forced into silence. For the last 12 years of her life, she lived as the Countess Benoist, a society hostess. She died in 1826. And for over a century, her name and her incredible story began to fade. Her paintings were sometimes misattributed to male artists, including her teacher, David. The revolutionary artist who painted Portrait of a Black Woman was slowly erased. But a story this powerful cannot be silenced forever. Decades, art historians have begun the crucial work of rediscovering Marie-Guillemine Benoist and others. Her journey is a testament to the power of talent and the unyielding human spirit. It's a story of triumph against impossible odds, and a tragic reminder of how easily that triumph can be taken away. She wasn't just a painter. She was a pioneer who used her brush to fight for her right to create, and in doing so, she paved the way for every female artist who came after her. Her legacy is not just in the beautiful canvases she left behind, but in the very act of her having painted them at all. The stories of artists like Marie-Guillemine Benoist are vital. They enrich our understanding of the past and inspire us in the present. But so many of them are still hidden, waiting in the footnotes of dusty art history books. If you believe these stories deserve to be told, that these incredible artists deserve to be brought back into the light, please support this channel. Your support helps me continue this work and ensure that these powerful legacies are never forgotten again. Thank you for watching.